Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I just want this to be a baseline of how my Corvette will drift before we start modding it. So it's a 2001 C5 Corvette, 6-speed, 170,000 miles, bone stock. So this is going to get us a baseline of what the car is like before we start doing suspension, angle, more power, and all of those things. So that's it. So we're going to drift it real quick, see how it does, and then we'll always be able to refer to this as the baseline, which I've said like 3 times in this video. Let's get to drifting. So here's what I'm gonna do. Here's like the layout so you guys know I'm not just like sliding around. Okay, 2 things before we get to this next part. The lot that I'm using is a little bit small because it was pretty much the only one I could find permission to use, but I wanted somewhere that was legal and safe. But I did make a layout and I explained it in the video, but all of the outside footage from this camera got corrupted. All I have left is the GoPro footage from that day because I had to film it on 2 separate days. So I did make a layout though, and I wanted to stick to a layout so that if I go back there and film with mods, you guys can see how much better the car adheres to the layout. You can see where it struggles and where it doesn't struggle as far as, you know, the lack of the handbrake, the lack of angle, in the stock suspension and things like that. So the layout was, there's a puddle, start with tight circles around the puddle, then take it out wide, go pretty much to the end of the lot, come back, transition, and basically use the puddle as like a front bumper to go by. Transition again, kind of like the same we just did, back towards the end of the lot. Transition back, but instead of continuing through this time when you get to the puddle, to close it up and do a couple more tight circles around the puddle. So it was like tight donut to sweeper, back down to tight donut, basically with a couple of transitions. So pretty technical, I would say, for the area I had to work with. So that's what the goal was. Here's the GoPro footage of it. Alright, I missed the last part. We're going to try it again. So that's pretty much that. That was like my 3rd time drifting the car. The first time I had done like 1 corner and tried to do like 2 circles, and I did terribly. Second time was pretty decent. I was feeling a little bit better and more confident in the car because I'd driven it for a couple days. It wasn't my first day driving it. And then that time was my 3rd time, so I had the car figured out by then. So it did actually surprisingly a lot better than I thought for the lack of angle. You know, stock, pretty decent size 275s. Stock suspension, stock seats, steering wheel, I mean bone stock, everything. So I'm really excited to see what the car does with, you know, a working handbrake, aftermarket seats, steering wheel for all the driver feel, coilovers, angle. I mean, if it did that well stock, I can only imagine what's to come for this car. So that is it for this video. I really just want to show you guys bone stock drifting so that you would have something to compare the mods to, you know, and to kind of show you guys that you can drift just about anything rear wheel drive with a manual gearbox stock. So that was the purpose of this video. Thank you for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Look forward to more Corvette videos. It's gonna get real sick. I have a lot in store for this car. This is the most excited I've ever been about any product I've ever had. I'm excited to share it with you guys. So with that, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'll see you tomorrow, next time, next video. I don't even know. Peace.